So I'm going to walk you through a really dynamic stretch that is great for opening up the hips and your lower back. It's very similar to some of the other stretch routines. The biggest difference is that you are not on the ground, so it really kind of gets you moving right away. The first thing is a standing cat-cow. I'm going to walk you through the entire thing, how I would do it, and kind of like the flow. So if you want to just do it along with me, that's great. And the only thing you'll have to have near you is a chair, okay? So with your feet about hip distance apart, I like to have my elbows out a little bit. You can have them like with your fingers down. You're gonna do a cat-cow, so just like before, you're gonna allow your hips to kind of, your tailbone to kind of flare up, kind of like a duck, like feathers, and then lift up your chin and breathe in. And then pull your chin all the way in towards your chest. And this is nice because gravity is here to help you. Just shake out your head. Really open up between your shoulder blades, and then take a deep breath in. I like to kind of turn my head and open up the muscles around my neck. And then breathe out, chin to chest. Let's just go one more time. Breathe in, looking up. Let your duck feathers stick out. And then breathe out, chin in. Okay, so the next one is, I call it like a squat groin stretch. So you're in the sumo stance, your toes are out, you're gonna squat down. I put my hands more on the inside and I push out. While I'm pushing out, I'm squatting down. And I'm leveraging my arms to kind of lengthen through my waist. So just open up the inner thighs here. You can also kind of use your elbows, but I like to have my spine nice and tall. And then if you want to go deeper, just shift your weight right and left. So just getting into those inner hips. That helps indirectly open up the lower back as well, opening up the hips. Okay, now bring your toes slightly in. My fingers are in, my elbows are out. And so my spine's gonna get nice and long, and you're gonna drop your shoulder, your right shoulder, look over your left. And then come back to center, and then you're gonna switch. So breathe in, drop your right shoulder. I kind of press as I'm twisting and looking over my left shoulder, I'm pressing my right hand into my thigh a little bit. Come back, and then the other way. Okay, so those three stretches are back to back to back. You can kind of use your own pace. And then with the chair, I'm gonna do a few stretches here. I'm gonna do my quads, my glutes, and my hamstrings. So I use the chair to stabilize. Just notice how your hips are doing. If you drop a hip, try to level it out. I always really try to scoop the tailbone, so I'm really isolating through my front of my quad. Then you're gonna cross that right leg on top and have a seat. Pull the hips back. You're gonna get a stretch on the outside of your hip. You can do a couple things to make it harder. You can lean forward or just drop and sit into that left knee a little bit more. Okay, last thing, let's just stay on the right leg. You're going to bring your right leg up, toe up. And then from here, there's a couple things. So your toes up, you're gonna lean forward slightly, and come up, and then drop your left shoulder towards your right knee, and then come up, and then hinge forward. Just nice control, and then left shoulder, right foot, and then one more time. Okay, and then we'll do that whole thing to the left side. It's a light chair. Just gonna do a quad stretch. Got a really talkative bird here. I don't know what kind of bird that is, but pretty song. All right, let's go ahead and cross that ankle. Pull the hips back. Woo. Good stretch. Breathe out. And come up. And then you're going to do the hamstring stretch. Same thing, toe up. Breathe out, lean forward. And then rotate. Come up. Lean forward. Come up and rotate. I think the bird saw the cats and stopped whistling. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. All right, so that's your dynamic stretch to get you ready for an awesome workout. Total body, or total lower body with the hips, a little bit of rotation. By all means, do that a couple times or stay a little bit longer if that feels good to you. Okay.